If you're a man, don't watch this. Just kidding, guys. I'm not gonna give a disclaimer to a video where we talk about vaginas because vagina is not a bad word. Vagina, 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 vagina. All right, now that the snowflakes are gone, let's talk about removing your vagina hair. I don't like saying the word pubic. I am all for using scientific terms, but that one I'm just not down with. Today we're gonna talk about shaving, we're gonna talk about laser, we're gonna talk about waxing, we're gonna talk about electrolysis. What the hell is that? You're gonna find out. Now, the first thing to know is that if you don't wanna remove your hair down there, don't do it. And if you do it. Simple as that. It's your own personal choice. Just like subscribing to my channel is a personal choice. Subscribe to my videos if you like them, and if you don't like them, don't subscribe, because this channel is all about doing whatever the hell you want, guys. So let me tell you about my personal journey. The first time that I decided to shave down there was when I was about 13 years old, and I was about to meet my celebrity crush. Guys, I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I definitely wasn't thinking that I was gonna be taking off my pants with him or something, because again, I was like 13 and that wasn't even on my mind at that time. It was just something I did because I knew I was gonna meet him for some reason. Now, keep in mind, I'd never shaved before and I was quite hairy. Oh, this is gross. So the first time I shaved was awful. It was horrible. It was painful. There were razor bumps. It was so itchy when it started to grow back. Like, it was literally the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I haven't had a very hard life, okay? Then I was traumatized for a few years and I didn't really do anything to my vagina hair. Sometimes I shaved it, sometimes I didn't. Nobody was gonna see it anyway, so I didn't care. But then I got older, you know, about 16, 17, and you know, I started interacting with men. But also, I realized it kind of grossed me out a little bit. It made me uncomfortable, it was itchy, and you guys could feel completely different about your coochie hair, but that's how I felt. So I decided I wanted to start removing it. So I went back to the drawing board. Already tried shaving, that was horrible. So I decided to try a hair removal cream. It was painless, it was easy, it was affordable. That was all the marketing stuff that I saw, so I bought it. I got myself a little thing of Nair from Target, and I secretly ran up to my room, hoped my mom didn't see me, and I tried it out. Keep in mind, I had very long hair because I did not shave. It smelled like a corpse. Some of the hair came off, some of it didn't. It was like in patches. It was really weird, and it just kind of scared me because I didn't know what the hell was in it. So like, I don't know. It did make some areas of me very smooth, but I didn't dare put it on the underside of me, if you know what I'm saying, because again, I didn't know what was in there. So I didn't want to give myself an infection or burn myself or something scary like that, okay? So time goes by, I decide to try shaving again because I watch all these YouTube videos and I'm like, okay, everybody seems to be doing this. It's the cheapest way to do it. So it was up and down. Sometimes I got bumps, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I cut myself, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I had a perfect shave, and most of the time it was just kind of weird and I never really got it right. But eventually I found the perfect shaving method for me, and I'll tell you about that a little later in the video. But right around this time, when I was about 18, I wanted to try waxing. I decided I wanted to have the smoothest vagina in town. It sounds really crude, but I did, and so I tried it out. Hell yeah. And it was kind of amazing. Now, did it hurt like somebody was ripping every single one of my hairs out of my vagina one by one? Yes, because that is what was happening. But did it give me the smoothest result I have ever had from any hair removal experience ever? Yes. They get in all the crevices that you can't really see. They even do your butthole, okay guys? So if you guys are interested in trying out waxing, let's talk about some of the things that you should expect when it comes to waxing your vagina. In my experience, all it is you go into a nice little room. It usually has some calm music playing. It smells nice, whatever. You take off your pants. You're completely naked from the waist down. It's almost like being in a doctor's office when they like have you take off your clothes and you're just wearing a thing over it. Kind of like that, because you lay down on a table and you cover yourself, or maybe you don't cover yourself. I don't even remember, but you lay on a table, butt ass naked from the waist down. You're just wearing a shirt and you wait for them to come in. Then they start waxing you, and they just kind of like take a wooden stick. And this is at the Brazilian wax places. Some people do different things. There's like sugar waxing and other types of waxing, but this is what I've experienced. They take a little wooden stick, they dip it in the wax, they paint it on the little strips, they wait a couple seconds, and they pull it off. It hurts like a mother effer. It stings, and it's worse in some areas than others, and sometimes you might want to cry. But it only lasts about 20 to 30 minutes, okay? And the end result is really, really nice. In my opinion, it's worth the pain. It's like a tattoo. Hurts really, really bad, but you get something really good out of it, so it's worth it in my opinion if you can handle it. And if you're wondering, the butthole hurts the least. I really liked waxing, but I only did it a few times because, number one, it costs like $30, $40, like with tip on average, so it's obviously a lot more expensive than shaving. And also, So you have to let the hair grow back anyway. So like, yeah, you have this beautiful smooth result, but after a couple weeks, it starts to grow back, and then you have to let your hair fully grow back before your next appointment. So it's not like you're always hairless. There's always gonna be a period of time where the hair has to grow back. But I never got waxed for a long period of time, like, you know, months on end. And some ladies I've seen on YouTube get waxed every single month and they love it, and they say that the hair grows back lighter. It could totally work for you. And if you're looking for a smooth ass vagina, that is definitely the way to go. So after I tried shaving, which I'll tell you my perfect shaving method right after this, and I tried waxing, and I tried hair removal cream, I've kind of just come to the conclusion that I want to just be hairless all the time. I don't want to have to deal with it. It's really annoying. It's very time consuming. So I want to try laser hair removal. I've never done this before, so I can't give you guys much of my experience or tips or anything like that, but I do know a couple things about laser hair removal. You can get laser anywhere on your body, but for your bikini area, it costs about $150 to $275 a session, and you need about 8 sessions for the hair to completely go away. It removes your hair for a couple of years, but it does come back. It always comes back to the fact that no matter how hard you try, your hair is always gonna come back. Maybe we should just get used to having hair. Maybe we should just get over it. I don't want to. It takes about 8 sessions. It's like $200 a session, so that's like $1,600 right there for a couple years of no hair. So if that's worth it to you, you could do it. I would like to try it, but what I'm really interested in is electrolysis. So electrolysis is where the hair is gone. It comes back in like 10 years or something like that. You know what? Let me just Google it to make sure. According to the internet, it never grows back, but I've also heard that it does grow back eventually after like 10 years or something like that. A 35-year-old woman reported the electrolysis treatments cost for her bikini area. Over the span of 3 years, overall, she spent about $600 with payments starting at $42 and ending at $18 by the end. That's not bad at all. It seems as though electrolysis is actually cheaper in the long run, and it lasts the longest. Now that we've talked about that, let's talk about the burning question that everybody always asks, which is how to get a clean, smooth shave on your vagina. First thing is that not all skin is the same skin. You can watch some girl on YouTube say, oh, I got a perfect shave by using this method. And you can use the exact same method and your results can be completely different because some people have sensitive skin. Some people get razor bumps and razor burn easier than other people. You really have to just try things out on yourself and figure out what works for yourself. Try everybody's different methods if you're really having a hard time. But bottom line is you're never going to find a perfect shave. You're always gonna miss some spots unless you're like hyper detail oriented, which I am not, and that crap grows back in like 2 days. What's worked for me, and the most important thing that I have found in my years, literal like almost 10 years of trying to shave my vagina, is time. I cannot shave my vagina every single day or even every other day. My best friend can shave every single day and she says she has no problem. But if I were to shave every single day, I would never stop having razor burn. So what I have learned is that I need to shave when my hair is a certain length. And I've learned what that length is, and you can figure out what that length is for you because I'm pretty sure everybody has a different length to where they will shave perfectly. And that's usually after about 3 to 4 days of growing. So I have about 1 to 2 days of a nice shave, and then I have like 2 days of like growing it back, and then we're good to go to do it again. Let's talk about what you need to know before you shave. First and most important thing is your razor. Use a good razor. It needs to have probably like 4, 5. Some razors have like 6 blades. I'll link my favorite razors in the description. I really like Flamingo. I've heard really good things about Billy, and there's another one that I use that, oh my God, literally gives me an amazing shave. And it's not either of those two. I just forgot the name, but I'll put it in the description. No. You next need to figure out what you're gonna be shaving with. I have been around the block. I've shaved with coconut oil. I've shaved with olive oil. I've shaved with shaving cream. I've shaved with conditioner. I've shaved with body wash. And for me personally, what I have found is the best is either an unscented shaving cream, because I hope you all know by now that scented stuff can mess with your vagina and your pH balance, and you don't really want that because it will make you stink, or a body wash. That's what I use currently, and I don't need any like thick layer of foam for it to work out because again, I'm waiting until that perfect time where it's long enough to shave and it shaves really nice. So I just use a body wash and it works perfectly fine. But again, use something unscented if you can, something gentle, and you should be fine. But once you figure out what works best for you, because again, like I said, everybody's different, it's time to get in the shower. I like to wash my entire body before I shave. I like to leave shaving for the absolute end. I like to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes before I actually start shaving because it does soften the hairs, it does help, and if you just go right in, it's just not gonna be a good idea. Your skin's not gonna be ready for it. You can also exfoliate before. A lot of people say that this helps them, and I usually just use a loofah, but you could use exfoliating gloves. But I would avoid using like a sugar scrub or anything like that because you don't really know what's in there and if it's it's good for your vagina. So once you've exfoliated, you've taken a shower, you're ready to go, the most important tactic and technique is how you shave. Because I used to just go in shaving in weird directions and I didn't know which way was the best. So over the years, I found this is the best way to do it. And a lot of people also say that this is the best way to do it. If this is the front of your, it's not your vagina, your mons pubis. If it's the front of you, then I like to start going side to side. Okay, so I start from the top and work my way to the bottom, going side to side. And rinse off your razor in between every stroke or two, depending on how long your hair is, because you don't want it to get clogged. It's not gonna work as well. Shave, shave, rinse, shave, shave, rinse, shave, shave, rinse, okay? Then you wanna go with the grain. So down, I believe, yeah, like this. Some people say never shave against the grain. Don't do it, but you know what, guys? If you don't shave against the grain, you're not gonna get a smooth shave, and I said it, okay? I have been able to successfully shave against the grain with no issues because of all the things that I just said. If I wait until my hair is the perfect length to shave, I can shave against the grain and get an extremely smooth shave, and it works out very well. So maybe try that if it hasn't worked for you before. Once I do side to side and with the grain, I reapply some more body wash or shaving cream, and I start shaving against the grain. I usually start from the bottom and I go up, and I go in really short little motions, and I work my way up to the top. Honestly, you can kind of tell if your skin's feeling sensitive or not. If you're noticing that you're getting cut or you're getting bumps or things are happening in the shower, maybe just like take a pause, maybe just shave with the grain and give up on that for the day, wait till it grows back, try again next time, because you're probably gonna keep cutting yourself. It's probably not gonna get any better, but usually you can tell like, okay, I'm doing good. This is working really well, and then just keep going in different weird directions, whatever you wanna do, whatever gets the job done, right? And then the last thing when it comes to shaving is your underside, okay guys? So shaving the front is one thing, but people don't really talk about shaving your actual vagina or your vulva or anything like that. So let's just go into that for a second. Personally, it was terrifying the first time I did it, but once I actually went through with it and realized that it's actually harder to get cut than I thought, it wasn't so intimidating. This is one of my dog's toys, and I'm about to use this for a shaving demo. I am very sorry if this is traumatizing to anybody, but I don't have anything else to do, and I'm sure as hell not gonna do it on myself, okay? So what I like to do, I'm just thinking of what I like to do. I usually just like to go in, going straight under this way, okay? This is one of the weirdest things I've ever done. I'm really sorry. So I usually shave like this on the side. You'll kind of tell there's basically like your holes in the middle, and then there's like a side area, and there's hair on those like side strips. So you just go do, 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 go very slow, be very gentle. And then you can kind of maneuver and flip it around and go the other way, going do, 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 do. There might be a better way to do this, but this is how I do it. Then I kind of go side to side, side to side. And I find that this area actually gets a lot less like razor burn and stuff than the top area, which is interesting. I'm not sure why, maybe because there's less hair. I do my butthole, which is basically just doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. And you kind of pull up your butt cheeks and just go. You kind of just have to wing it and do whatever doesn't hurt, side to side, front to back, all directions. You kind of just got to keep feeling yourself until you can feel that it's smooth, kind of feel in all directions, and just kind of try your best not to cut yourself. Okay, guys? Afterwards, you don't really need to put anything on yourself. Some people say there's like weird stuff you should put on or whatever. I just put lotion on the front, not the bottom, because sometimes it's a little bit dry, but that's literally it. Let me know if you have any things that have worked for you in the comments so other people can read it. And if you try any of my methods, please let me know if they work, because they work really good for me. Okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next TMI chit chat. Oh, and make sure you subscribe to my videos if you like them, and if you don't like them, don't subscribe, because this channel is all about doing whatever the hell you want. Okay, bye.